Thank you guys for 12 subscribers. I mean, it's not a lot, but I asked for 10 subscribers yesterday, and now I'm at 12. So thank you for subscribing to my channel. It really is supported. It really makes me feel happy and overjoyed that, you know, I can be supported by people that I'm not close to. Like, I can be supported by anyone. That's how it makes me feel. So I really want to thank you guys for, you know, subscribing. So I'm gonna do a story time, and this story time is very sentimental to me, and I just want you guys to hear my story, because how are you gonna get to know me if you don't know stories about me? And I'm gonna do plenty of story times, because believe me, this coffee family, which is part of the reason why it's living like a coffee, this coffee family has plenty of story times and, you know, crazy stuff. So first of all, I'm not going to mention the teacher's name because I don't want to bash anybody, but the teacher that I'm going to make up a pretend name, her name is going to be Miss T. And then that was the teacher. Okay, and then the other teacher is going to be Mrs. S. So there's Mrs. T and Mrs. S. So
Mrs. T is the teacher
that
got fired, and Mrs. S is the teacher in the other classroom, by the way.
Anymore because she got fired. But before I get into that, I want to do the steps and process of how it all began. So this was in 5th grade. I'm in 8th grade, mind you, but you know, it's still sometimes like gets in my head because of the fact that, you know, I would never think that something like that would happen to me, or I would have to go through something like this, especially as like 10 or 11. Like, no. So yeah, 10 or 11 or 9, I don't remember. But I was in 5th grade, and it was like November, before, it was before, where was I at? Oh, so then it's time to go. You know, I'm not in her classroom for that amount of time. And, so then, it's the end of the day, and she's walking her class out, and she just looks at me, and she says, "I'm so sorry." And I just ignore her. And this is the second day. No. So then I come home from after school. No. Sorry, I have to back it up some. So I come from I go to after school. Are you okay? And I was like, so then Mrs. S comes back, and she's like, are you okay? She's like, don't let that teacher do that to you. That was wrong what she did. Tell your mom. So then she calls the principal, Mr. F, and well, he was walking in, so they were walking. I mean, he came into the classroom, and then he was like, he was like, he was talking, and I kind of heard them from the ear, but she was basically telling what happened. And so I went home, you know, after it was all over, and I told my brother, I was walking home from the bus stop, and my brother was there, and I was telling him what happened, which I regret, because for some reason he makes fun of me because he's saying I crawled on the floor like a dog. Please do not mind him. He's 15 years old. He needs to act like he's 15 years old. And that was very ignorant of him. But he's my brother. And I feel like it's very rude. But I'm kind of used to it. Which I shouldn't be. Because why would he laugh about something that happened to me? But he's just ignorant. And yeah, don't mind him. So if you hear him say that in a couple more of my videos, just ignore him. I might just edit it out. But I want you guys to know the truth. That, you know, everything's not black and white, or, you know, I don't know. So, then I tell my mom what happened, and she's like angry, like angry. She was so mad. And then she calls the superintendent, Mr. I'm not gonna say his name. She calls the superintendent, and we do some more investigations and stuff. They do more investigating. The second day I come back to school, I'm not in her classroom. Or, wait, was I? Yeah, I was in her class. Was I? I think I was in Miss S' classroom, and then I came out, or I don't remember what happened, but all I know is it's 12 o'clock and we got a sub and she's fired. So we had to get a new teacher, of course, but at the time we didn't have a new teacher. We just had substitutes and stuff at the time. Everyone's like, oh, she got fired, what? And they're like, Lena, it's just your fault. And I'm like, what? First of all, she should never told me to crawl on the floor. But at the time, I was like so young. I should have defended myself. But at the time, I wasn't thinking, of course. Because the new me or the older me, I would have been like, boy, who was you talking to? Because if something happened to you, your mama or your daddy would have did the same thing. So, yeah, that's the older me would say. But the younger me was sad and started crying because I was sensitive, and I'm still sensitive. But I was sensitive, and I felt like, I was getting blamed for something that I did because a teacher told me to do it, because I felt like, bad things were going to reflect on me if I didn't do it. So, it was like 12 o'clock, half the day, and she's fired. And, yeah, so that's basically it. I mean, that's the whole story, because, there's nothing else to really discuss, really. So, I hope you guys enjoy. Please give it a big thumbs up. Please subscribe. And, turn on your notifications, because this is just getting started, okay? Your new name is Double LC Gang. Just for now, till I come up with something, or I get more viewers or supporters with me. So, yeah, please.